tell me a little bit. This is your 57, right?
Yeah, so this is my 57. I think the cool thing about this car is it's probably one of the most iconic cars ever when it comes to classic vehicles. You know, if you see like advertisements or you ever think about old cars, they usually use the figure of a 57 convertible all the time, and especially in this color. But what's unique about this car is it is a fuel-injected car. So in 1957, Chevy decided to experiment and add a Corvette style. They had this motor in a Corvette. So they decided to experiment and start adding it to passenger cars. It was a super expensive option. So they didn't add too many of them, especially because the convertible was so expensive. There was only about 68 fuel injection units added to 1957 Chevys, Chevy Bel Air convertibles. And this one, I had an old timer tell me this might be one of the only ones in existence in the teal blue with the full fuel injection unit. So it's a really rare car.
Now, this is all original, you were saying, right?
Yeah, so they restored this car back to original. They did a frame-off nut and bolt restoration. They did it right. They pulled all the panels off, redid all the bolts. They did the firewall, did the door jambs, trunk. So, and then they also red oxide the floor. All the stainless has been polished. All the chrome was all triple plated, brand new. Everything was done back to original factory OEM. This car only has 1,800 miles on the frame-off restoration. So it was a real special car. I was lucky to find it. I mean, even if you look at it, all the components for the jack are all powder coated, and you know. So it's also got the Continental kit, which was an accessory. So it's got all the stuff that counts. And the interesting thing on this car is it's more desirable with the 3-speed on the column model. So this is like a 3-speed on the column, so it's kind of like the hot rod of its day. So it does have a lot of power. It had the power for any Chevrolet passenger car in 1957. So this had the most horsepower. And it's got all the original interior, all that great stuff. It's a good one. We're real lucky to have her. You know,
Matt, let me tell you, but your collection of classic cars, bombs, and your knowledge of cars are phenomenal, man. I give you credit, dude.
Appreciate
and
that.
I know you drive these cars, bro. Enjoy it, dude.